So for that though, they're going to be moving around each other in neutral so far. Okay.
Okay. Lots of nice whipping up until GUMI.
Up until he got so crossed up and hit that 2A into confirm right over there. Goes into his hit confirm. Oh.
Hey, you know, one thing I learned playing Street Fighter is that everyone wants to see a good Dan combo.
No, I definitely dig it, man. But definitely in this game, I think it's a little bit different from Street Fighter, even though I get the Dan reference. It's a little bit more hop and sands, a little bit more confusion. Oh, actually, what's the RNG right over there? That's too unfortunate. And one thing I do like about how GUMI controls Dan, and what I see a lot in the Dan meta.
Yeah, back in the spears too. Yep. Let's go.
It's actually really good. He actually does interesting things where he goes up, does the run-up throw. I guess in that space he was sensing an early forced release, but it didn't work out in that sense. And it actually forces a mix-up from there. He can cross up, he can go on the same side. It's very ambiguous. I like how he does that setup.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing about this game. Every character's got a little bit of mix. Yeah. So if you're studying your character, you've really got this going on. Oh, sucks that he missed the kill there. I thought that he was going to be able to get it, but maybe he was trying to save the meter, but it looks like he's going to regret that.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind!
Oh, guess he got a misinput in that last sense, man. Going for the RNG again, it did not work, but he's going to drop that round over there. You definitely don't want to have that, especially when you get an opportunity to kill. Oh, but nice fatal counter confirm off of that RNG hitting right over there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that last round just kind of goes to show that, like, I think that you should always spin the bar. Like, it sucks sometimes when you want to have meter for certain types of situations in neutral and things like that.
Right.
But not as much as losing the round.
I couldn't tell you that he thought he was going to lose the round beforehand, but yeah, that's definitely the risk you partake when you decide to be a little bit greedy with your resources, especially for that goal. But this is going to go into Premier, set up a back throw. Oh, the classic Melty, the jump forward, jump back, and the fake toss-up. It should be it. Yeah, that should be it.
Explosion?
Oh, that's kind of skilled.
I thought the spears were going to detonate or something.
They could have, but I guess he wanted to go and establish his own thing. They could detonate.
Yeah, well, he still managed to get game one. There was no punishment on that.
But again, GUMI not looking as crispy clean as I would expect him to be in other events. You know, definitely trying to pick up some things, trying to be familiar with at least his damaging options, his routes.
Yeah, there definitely have been a few kind of weird drops. But, you know, you can still see that, like, GUMI's obviously a strong player. He obviously knows at least the majority of what he's doing here. And so he's maybe got a little bit to clean up. But that said, he's definitely still a spooky player. I imagine that no one is looking at the bracket and looking at the losers bracket and thinking, I want GUMI to come up to me.
Definitely. Especially if you're playing in this. As DB is trying to fight out of it as he's down one game to not. But he did have an extended amount of pressure that was going on for a second. GUMI was defending himself until just about 30 seconds ago after he got hit with that confirm. Oh, and he just reversals through it. Yeah, that was...
You've got to be careful when you know that your opponent has their moon active and you've lost yours. Right?
Yeah. Because now you don't have the ability to do the counter moon drive, you know, freeze the screen, you know, after they do it and protect yourself.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where the way that I think of it is like it's like a resource game, right?
Yeah.
So when you're looking at a situation where your opponent has a defensive resource that you don't have access to at the time, I think that you always have to keep things like super tight. You have to make sure that you're not in a situation. Ooh, that
like
was
in that
rough.
situation right there, right? Like he was on behind the meter as well. But like in DB's case, who's trying to fight out of, you know, a situation like that, I probably wish he didn't spend the meter like that.
Oh, okay. This is going to be a good one, though. This probably kind of reverses the situation he almost put himself into. He's going to be able to get a mix-up here.
Yeah.
And he should be able to keep the pressure going, at least until GUMI takes a risk.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, he just got opened up in that sense. You know, the more you block, you know, the more likely you are to, you know, to make a mistake, and that mistake was not blocking low.
DB went for the DB there. He put everything on there. He was like, you know what? Take my whole checkbook. I'm ready.
Oh, and the guy just said, hey, man, I'm not going to take your money like that. I'm not going to take your money like that.
What a rough situation. It feels like DB definitely had to block there. GUMI knew it, and so he took advantage of the 1 second before the detonation and blew it up. If Dan is setting up the explosions and you hit Dan, do the spears disappear?
They go away.
Okay, they go away.
They go away.
Okay, so that was a situation. It was like a 50-50.
Yep.
He just had to guess if the explosion was coming first or if the button.
I've seen that. I'm very common to like when I've seen those explosions right over there because, you know, when they detonate and you don't get that hit in time, it's still going to be active. and she's going to have the ability to block, and then you're going to be smoking this. She's going to have a hit confirm. So